How are you? You don't have medical tools, do you, RageFang? Yeah, you don't. Are you even proficient in medicine? No. So I don't know what you're really going to be able to do.
Looks like need surgery.
Yeah, no, I'm not
say-
proficient in medicine. I'm just sitting next to this unconscious person, waiting for them to wake up.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, right?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
like, I like put my backpack under their head as a pillow, with all of the. It's not a very comfortable pillow because my backpack's just full of bits and bobs. But
Right.
you know,
I changed my mind. I want to loot in Cressida's backpack. I want to see if there's any like identifying. I just want to see what's in there. Can I do that?
I got.
I'm
One second.
going
One second,
to-
I got you.
I'd like to shield the backpack from them because I feel that's not that. I mean, like that is very rude. Do not look through people's faces.
Why is
Oh,
it?
you're hidden.
Yeah, that is
Wow.
what is happening. I tried to click equipment.
What?
I don't know why. I mean, I like because I don't know who you're hidden from, but maybe because
It
you're
says
blinded.
a
It's 'cause
captor
I'm
is
blinded.
hidden.
Yeah.
I
It
guess
says
it's,
the
maybe it's
captor
because
is
I
hidden.
think I'm trying to use it on that person, on what I had targeted. But
Yeah.
just if you want to delete the targeting things, those are the 4 identifying things in my inventory. The rest is just like this standard adventuring gear that is innocuous. And that religious symbol. That religious symbol is a wooden symbol of a sword with a radiant ring of light behind a long sword. That is what the symbol looks like, carved into a solid piece of wood about a necklace.
Very fancy looking piece of wood they got there.
Looking through people's stuff is very rude. What are you doing?
I say we don't even know who this person is.
They helped us.
Can I grab the bag from him? Is this a PvP? I wanna like wrestle the bag away from him.
That's up to you guys. I have nothing.
I don't
Okay,
stop. I don't stop you. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't stop you either.
RageFang, do you stop me? I'm grabbing for the
Yes,
bag.
I'm gonna try and stop you taking the bag. What do I have to
I'm
roll?
gonna try my darndest to get that bag. So what do we do?
Contested
here?
athletics.
Athletic.
war.
Okay.
I bet you I know who's better at this.
How did I roll so low?
Well,
Is this a private? No, it's a public,
no,
right?
you guys will know.
Yes.
You managed to get the bag.
Ow! I'm not considering using a hero point, but
You can, cause you're kind of injured, so maybe you're like a little bit shaky.
yeah, I'm not gonna use the hero point on it.
I apologize. There's one other thing in my inventory, but that's it.
That's it.
I mean,
No.
I have a standard adventuring kit: rations, rope, water skin, chalk, flint and steel, torch, bedroll, and soap. I also have a small coin pouch with 5 silver, 9 copper. I am currently wearing scale mail. There's a wooden shield strapped to my back, and lying next to me is a longsword and a parrying dagger.
Can I take the manacles? Is it something they would
No.
notice was not in their backpack?
Now the manacles are about my belt on my waist. They are not in my
okay.
bag.
Yeah, that'd be something you'd be ready to use.
You don't have any potions or anything?
Nope.
Nope.
And there's no... Okay, well... I'm disappointed, so I just throw the bag back at RageFang, and I'm like, there's nothing in there anyway.
Okay.
You are very rude today, you know that.
I ignore him and go upstairs.
Wait a second, wouldn't taking from a paladin be some sort of terrible offense?
Depends who you
The
are.
hair?
Fair
let's
point.
see, what's that
I've
Diddy's
done my
major curse?
fair
Let's
share
see.
of snooping in my time. That's how I know half the spells I do.
I'll put the backpack back down next to Zadie.
Okay.
Since I did point it out, since everyone's seen my inventory, the healer's tools are about my hips as well. They're a collection of bags and things that have healing items in them. If someone is trained in medicine, you can remove them from my person and use them yourself.
I don't think anyone but you is.
Trained in medicine.
I am not trained in medicine.
I think, yeah. Am I? Am I trained in medicine?
Well, you're trained in a lot of things.
And you could just say you're not trained in medicine, because I don't think
Can
you can.
I take the healer's tools and not heal him? Can I just take them for myself?
You can take them, it's just
You
taking
can.
Wait,
You're
I
gonna
don't
have the
wanna
entire
get-
party and a
Everyone.
paladin trying to kill you, but you can steal from the party.
If you would
It's
like
not
to,
a good idea.
if you would like to rob the paladin
In
that the
front of everybody.
barbarian is
Terrible
trying
idea.
to protect, you may attempt to do so. I can't stop you.
You may attempt to do
I-
so at your own risk.
I'm just gonna say I forgot that I was trained in medicine, so I don't do anything. I don't take anything. I go back upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
I am also not trained in medicine, so.
Yeah, I think at this point there's no harm in letting you just wander this scene. I don't think there's anything else.
There are some crates in this basement, right? I can see. So,
Yeah, I mean they have some storage down there.
I'd like to search some of the crates for anything useful.
Okay. So you're starting to take a look around.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You open up a crate. The first one you open, you find some random, looks like older tools. You know, shoeing things for animals. Some shovels that have like handles broken on them. You know, hammers. General tools that, gee, like this guy might have been trying to, you know, get some new ones.
Tools. Useless. Yes. What's this? Anyone find anything?
I want to open a crate too, now that there are crates.
You
There's
said
always
there,
been
there are no crates. You went upstairs.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
think there are crates up here. Oh, there are some in the kitchen, but I mean, you can guess what's in the kitchen.
What's this harp thing? Is this a harp? Next to the sofa?
Yeah.
Okay, so the blacksmith guy said that this guy had a wife and a kid, but we only found
Correct.
one skeleton, correct?
Correct. I wonder if anyone's going to notice that.
Well, after I was
I-
done meditating, I was either going to do that or inspect these crystals.
Okay. We can say you're about done then.
There's more of these strange crystals. Is that?
So do I feel anything when I get closer to these crystals?
You have the same feeling as you did with the one upstairs. It feels comforting in a strange way, but also there's just a feeling of almost fear and dread that is also emanating from it. But just your nature almost seems to push past that, and it doesn't seem as...
I'm going to touch one of the pieces of amber.
Okay, give me a will save. Let me look up the item, because I wrote this down.
Are crystals growing out of the ground, or does it look like they were like just dropped there?
They're just pieces. These ones are not growing.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and reveal that.
Okay.
Oh.
So, as your hand clasps around it, suddenly the room around you is gone. Your vision goes completely dark. And in that moment, you see all around you a complete dark void. You look up to see what appears to be a moon with the skull coming closer, coming crashing down towards you. You take that in mental damage and are stunned too. I mean, the stun 2 goes away as soon as you have a round, so outside of combat, it doesn't matter. But you are racked by visions of a horrifying giant moon coming down and crushing you. And then it fades. You're back. It's a momentary scare that is so scary it hurt, but... And unless
We
you
don't know
dropped
that
it,
happened to him, right? Like we don't.
unless you dropped it, the crystal is still in your hand.
Oh, so it's not doing it to me anymore?
No, it was just for a moment. You just saw that for a moment. The 4 seconds, because you were stunned too, you were haunted by that vision, and then it went away.
The one that's in my hand, does it seem like it still gives off an aura, or is it...
It still has the same glow. Still gently pulses with some sort of inner light.
I'll put it in my backpack.
Okay. Let's see.
And have people look at.
Are you gonna say what just happened or nah?
To everyone that's in the basement, I'll tell.
Okay, so I don't hear what happened.
Right.
There you go. You should see an unusual crystal now in your inventory. Okay. So you pick that one up.
Alright, so now I'd go upstairs and start looking for the bodies.
They're tiles. You can actually remove them. Okay. So we got at least 2 people looking upstairs. RageFang's looking downstairs. What are you doing, Relamir?
Looking for bodies, so I'm just looking generally.
Alright, I'll head upstairs.
Okay.
I feel bad. We're just like stepping over the paladin. It's like,
Well, you
can't do
do-
anything. Can you? Nope. Nope.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do, so...
You can move me.
Yes, you could.
You don't have to leave my body there. Leave me there. I'm not a body yet.
And we could drag you up the stairs and have your head whack the stairs as we drag you up.
I don't have an opinion on that one way or the other.
I mean, we know the basement is safe, so I'm just leaving you in the basement.
Do you all have tokens? No, you don't all have tokens on this thing because you got dragged. Yeah. And I think the 3 people upstairs.
Well, if we're leaving the basement, if I finished like checking where the crates remain in the basement, and if there's nothing useful, then I'll head upstairs.
Before you do, RageFang, as you're looking around
Oh.
in the basement, as you're wandering about, you
Happy birthday to me.
you hear what sounds like
What's
little
that?
scratching noises coming from this corner.
Guys, I think there's something. Hello, where's everyone gone?
Yeah, you are alone, and you
Torch
hear.
down here? Or
It sounds.
I'd say
It
has
sounds
it been longer
very.
than a minute?
It sounds very different than the other scratching. It sounds like a much smaller kind of creature. It doesn't sound like something huge like that. Well, not huge, but.
Has it been longer than a minute since my last rage?
Oh yeah, it's been about 10 minutes.
Okay.
The Paladin's about to become conscious soon on her own, if you know.
I will approach
Okay.
and listen. Hello. Hello. People, you can never find reliable help. Please.
When you get close, you notice that there seems to be a brick there that seems rather indented and odd, doesn't match the rest of the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna push at the brick with my hand. Try and push it in, pull it out. See if it moves.
You try to push it, you mess with it, and then you find a small catch on the underside. I assume you press it.
Yep. Curiosity killed the kobold.
Health
A door
on. Are you
slides-
healed or you're still
A door
like...
slides open.
Oh, I'm on
beside
4
it.
HP. Hello. Okay, I'll look very carefully look into the room.
Okay.
Looking for the door.
You see two very dirty looking people. You see an adult woman who seems to be wearing a nicer kind of dress, and a young woman who looks a little bit like her, probably guess maybe her mother. And as soon as that door opens, she has in her hands a pitchfork. It's like, stay behind me, Kara. Look out.
Easy, humans. Easy, panicky humans.
You're not one of them. Where did
They're
you?
all dead. Well, they're dead. We killed them. May I come in?
Yeah, sure.
It is okay. I am RageFang.
I'm Kayla. This is my daughter, Kara.
You
We've been
hide
hiding
here from the monsters.
We've been in here for days. I didn't think there was anything we could do against those monsters.
It is okay now.
Droid
Are
went
you
out to try-
hungry?
Oh yes.
I'll give them both 2 days worth of rations each.
Okay. They will gladly accept.
Then
About this time is
take
when the
2
paladin wakes up in complete darkness.
Come with me to you two. Well, we have to take you to safety.
I want to throw a bomb down the stairs. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you. Did you see my husband?
I think we may have seen his skeleton. I think he is dead.
They will pick up the light source and carry it with them. I was afraid of that. He didn't come back.
It is, I believe, customary for humans to say sorry for your loss.
Yes, it's not just humans. And in case you are wondering, yes, she is human.
Daughter like a kid or like a teen or a young adult?
The daughter seems pre-teens, maybe.
Okay.
It is okay, Flashlight. This way. Oh, is this paladin's awake now?
Yeah, I see you approaching. I actually don't.
Yeah, you see the light. You see the light approaching. Oh God!
Hello, paladin.
They finally see the bodies. Oh my God! Oh,
It is okay. This way. They are dead. I bit its head off.
you did what?
Yes, RageFang is very strong. Miss Paladin. These are survivors.
Sounds so cool. No, we don't bite things' heads off, Kara. No.
I like you, young one. You have spirit.
I nod to RageFang, but I approach these two, and I guess look them over, check them for injuries.
They've had 3 days. So any minor injuries they've had, they've been able to recover from.
I'm Cressida. I'm sorry you had to go through this ordeal. Let us get you away from this place and back to town.
I mean, this is home, but yeah, let's go to the festival. I think we could use some good time. Yeah, you weren't here to start an order, but there is a festival celebrating the princess's 25th birthday. She's becoming adult in dwarven terms, so the town's celebrating.
Maybe they want to bury their husband and father before celebration, but I mean, yeah, he's dead. What can you do?
I think they need to take their minds off it.
They're in shock. I'm gonna leave them alone. I will help them.
Yeah. If these nice people want to go, you go ahead, Kara. There's some things I need to do here. You are right.
If you come on the other one, I can tell you more about how I bit the head off of the beast.
Maybe you should stay here. We'll go together later.
The rest of our friends are upstairs.
Okay, so you all go back upstairs to...
I pick up one
Yeah.
and begin and bring it upstairs. I'll come back for the other two as soon as I walk outside.
Okay, you do.
I'm just about to say I haven't found any of the other Oh.
Yeah.
Hello, rest of party. I have found the survivors.
And apparently I don't have a
You are
token up
welcome.
here either yet.
Yeah. Just because multi-token, you guys left the scene. I have to put you back on. There you go.
I found them in a secret room with a wobbly stone.
Nice job.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm.
I mean, it's been so quiet. I never know when those creatures would leave.
Well,
So,
they have left
can
now
you-
for the afterlife.
What exactly happened, if you don't mind telling us?
It started about 3 days ago. There was a loud crash through the trees in the back. When my husband went to go search it, there was this loud cracking noise, and suddenly growls, like the worst barking you've ever heard. And he told us to hide. He tried to hold them off as best he could, but we went and hid.
You did the right thing.
Billy says, speaking of your husband, he was the blacksmith. Who's the guy? Crowbar? He was supposed
That's
to get
up
the
to you.
package from?
I don't know.
I say he was the blacksmith 3 gold. We
Well,
can
he-
collect it.
I cut
Collect it on
Billy,
his-
I don't think they care about that right now.
I cut a real sharp eye to the.
What is that?
That is
You,
very disrespectful.
I just shrug.
I mean, I'm sure there are bills that will need paying, but I'm not ready to deal with that just yet.
Well,
I'm gonna ask if they know. What do you know about those flying monkey things?
Are you yelling this through the door I just closed in your
Oh.
face?
I can't see anything on this map.
yeah, the
so
door's been.
Oh, you still
Oh
can't
yeah,
see
you
this
can't see
map?
that.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
it's
can't
only
see the map. I
not
don't know
working
why.
for you. That's weird.
Being
Oh,
mad.
I assumed
Oh,
I just
did-
didn't have a token on the map too because I also only see the map itself and none of the tokens on it.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
So you have like the, if we combined ours, we would have the perfect vision. Because I can see the
Yeah.
tokens but not the map. You can see the map but not the tokens.
there we go. You talking about the capuchins?
Sure.
Oh, they're just little creatures that inhabit the woods. Oh, they're a lot of fun. I like chasing them around. They're pretty harmless. And the Kara pipes up. I mean, the worst that's really happened is a few tools go missing every once in a while, or they come after for some food. But
Queen they were talking about.
I've never met her, but I've heard them speak of a queen. Yes. Assume it's their leader.
Why does she want them to collect shiny things for her?
Why does a dragon collect shiny thing? I mean, creatures like things. We want to have things. I think.
In the interest of good, perhaps we should leave this family to handle their affairs, considering they were in a basement for 3 days. Perhaps they do not need an interrogation right now.
Yes.
She just sighs and looks gratefully over at you. Oh, thank you.
Also, I hope you do not mind that I may have taken your carrots and fed them to a hamster.
They were quite tasty. Kara just hears that voice and like eyes go wide, like what? Yeah.
So,
We'll have to take stock of what we have. I do thank you for all you've done. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow at the festival.
I'm going to offer each of them 2 silver. Actually, I'll just offer the woman, the mother. I will offer her 2 silver to cover the cost of any food that may have been pilfered from their house by both random fey creatures and heroes trying to help them.
She stares down at the coins just wide-eyed. You've already done so much. Are you sure?
Think nothing of it, my lady. I am only here to help.
She reaches out to hug you.
I hug them both and I offer a short prayer over them. And I will take the time to remove all 3 of the corpses from the basement and just throw them in the crater outside. I don't know. I don't know what else to do with them.
We should probably move the body of their father slash husband, so that they don't have to see his body as they exit the house. Actually, no. Let's usher them out the back door.
I believe his remains are for them to decide what is best for them.
Oh, yeah, they probably don't want to see the remains right now as they're trying to leave. I don't know. I don't want to traumatize them.
So since we got into a fight and I wasn't able to, I would like to inspect this crystal a little closer. Now that I have.
Yeah, I was going to ask Cassandra if she knows anything about them.
Okay.
And I'll also tell her that while she was unconscious, I touched one of the amber things down there, and it did do damage to me, and it gave me a bad.
This crystal looks exactly like the one you touched. The amber does nothing. It's these crystals. They're 2 separate things.
I asked for you to hold your hand. I would like to inspect his injury with a medicine check.
It's mental damage, so okay.
That's
hard.
That's okay. That's okay. So, I asked for your hand, and I see no visible damage.
Yeah.
So how did it hurt you?
Mental damage. Not all damage is physical.
It's put in such gamey terms.
But yeah, standing this close to it, especially you, Cressida, it feels almost anathema, you know, it just feels so wrong. There's something very off-putting.
I'm gonna chuck the akata I'm carrying out the back door.
Okay.
And then come back in here and drive my long sword. I'm going to whack it with my long sword, with the pommel of my long sword.
Okay. Give me an attack. Well, you hit. Give me damage.
Okay.
You're proficient with your swords.
Excuse me, lady. Do you know anything about these strange crystals around?
I'm about to find out.
I'm gonna ask that to the lady we rescued. See if she knows it's her house.
To the mom.
To the mother, to her. I'm gonna ask her about if she knows about the crystals.
I see. There's 2 of you. I'm very confused. Okay, let's get rid of the extra one. Okay. So you're.
Yeah. I was wondering what he was doing there.
So your sword comes smashing down into it. It cracks. it still seems to. It's not completely like broken into pieces, but your sword definitely did damage to it. The light pulsing from within it seems to lessen.
I'm going to lay on the ground, stick my head in the hole, and see does it protrude past the floorboards on the underside.
It seems to be blocked by the wood. I mean, there's some
Okay.
small cracks in the wood that, a little of it might be seen, but not like...
I'm gonna take another whack at it and hopefully try to break some off. That is my goal.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them that if they find any crystals around, don't touch it. Don't go near it.
I'm gonna ask them if they know what the crystals are, because they live here. Maybe they know.
They weren't here 3 days ago. They must have come here while we were in the basement.
Right. Everyone, the crystals are new. That's all I got.
Did I manage to break some off or damage it
Yes,
further?
that's enough that you crack a good chunk off of it, and the chunk does not seem to be glowing in any way.
I pick up the chunk.
Okay. It still has that very faint, tingle, holding it, there's that little itch almost at the base of your skull. Doesn't feel quite right, but nothing that's... makes your scalp itch a little, just a little uncomfortable, but nothing...
I guess I'm gonna go outside, because I saw this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get this, a tool much more appropriate to smashing.
I'm sure it's still there. Why not? Yeah.
And then come back and take the time to pulverize this crystal and remove it from the house. Also throwing it back in the crater if need be.
Do you need help with that?
I would love help with that.
I will approach it with my what's it called? The meteor hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I step out of the way.
Smash the meteor hammer into the crystal.
All right. It pulverizes without much issue.
Yeah.
And you find a broom somewhere and just sweep it out.
Yeah, while he's doing that.
There you go.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I will go ahead and remove the other akata from this house and throw it in the crater.
There is a broom in the bathroom there.
There we go.
Go to the harp, and I play an Irish song. I play Danny Boy. Can I do a check to see how well I... Okay.
Yeah, that's performance.
These people just had their father, the patriarch of the household, murdered. Then you demand money from them. After demanding money from them, you just start playing their instruments in their house.
No,
and
it's a sad song.
And on top of
it's really bad.
And on top of just using their household instrumentation to your whims, you also perform poorly.
By the look of the picture, the strings are broken already.
Yeah,
I'm tone deaf, so I don't know that I'm playing badly. I think I'm doing great.
The strings all look broken already, so...
Thank you.
Just close the door.
Yep.
Oh dear.
So Kayla goes to the kitchen to start.
My apologies, Birdman. Something, I believe your name was? RukTuk, could you please extricate, and I point at the closed door, could you please extricate that one from this abode?
Hopefully I don't take any more mental damage going in there.
How about I escort these two...
You take sonic damage from the bad music.
How about I escort the civilians back to town?
They need to get their home in order.
How about we go back and see if we could get any money from what we learned?
So, do you think all of the creatures are dead? Perhaps we should do a quick one to make sure there's nothing left.
We need to go into the basement and remove all of the crystals. We can search for more akata while we're down there.
Okay.
So, more smashing.
So you go into the basement, search around. You are able to find one more crystal down there.
I guess should I pulverize it with the meteor hammer again?
Please.
Smash!
Okay.
Pulverize.
Once
Guess we'll just destroy all the crystals.
Yep. There's a total of 3 in the house. 1 RukTuk's carrying, and 2 you've smashed. So.
The bird has the other one.
Weren't there some outside too, though?
Should
that's
we
fine.
help
On the
move
first
these bones outside so they're not just lying on the floor, or just
put them
let
under,
them
Sweep them under the
move
bear rug.
Do you
Do
say
what
that
they
out
want.
That's
loud?
creative.
Do I say no? Because I don't. Wait, did he? Who's the one that said about the bones? That wants to move the bones? Is that the wizard?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be me.
If I would I have heard him? If I heard him say about moving the bones, I will say, just sweep them under the bear rug there.
I draw my sword.
No,
don't-
that's a bit rude. They should be properly.
You have
Let's go back to
Fleshy
town.
fluid
Come on,
with
everyone.
body.
Let's
Well-
go.
while RageFang is
Ready.
speaking, William, you have a long sword pointed directly at your nose. Get out.
I'm used to being on the wrong side of a sword, so I just move around him. and
While
I
all this is
exit
happening,
this.
Relamere is just shoveling all the bones up onto the top of the bearskin rug and kind of tying them up in it and dragging the bearskin rug outside to just kind of leave it next to the door.
Get out of this house.
Okay.
Oh dear.
You do?
I feel they should be properly buried.
See, can someone
Everyone,
move my thing
out.
outside?
Let's go back to town.
Thank you.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
if
that's.
you died would come
Oh,
reasonable.
okay. It's just a little bit of lag. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some lag.
Don't know why. Kara plays an okay song.
I think before leaving, I think I'd like to do a once they'll patrol of the grounds around the house to make sure there's no more of these amber cocoons. Anyway,
Sure.
make sure we got them all.
Sure, you do.
Oh. While he's doing that, I'm going to go speak to the family, to the mother, inform them where the husband's body is, that we've laid the bones outside.
Okay.
I'm going to say a short prayer over them, what I can, and say that if you need assistance with the remains or whatever I can do to help, please let me know. And then I'm going to, if she doesn't request anything of me, I will be leaving.
He will be entombed in stone with his ancestors, is all dwarves would want.
Wait, you said they're human? I think I just now noticed this.
Yes, Kayla is human. Kara is half dwarf.
That's a thing in
Wait,
your world?
which is
That's
the mom?
amazing.
It's very
The mom
unusual,
is
yeah.
Kayla or Kara?
Kayla is the mother.
I want to be weird, but it's too creepy, so I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I was gonna say I want to smell the child, but that is really weird.
Yeah.
No.
She's a shapeshifter. She can turn into a dwarf or a human at will.
If only I was a kid today, I would know.
Wait, so the kid is half dwarf?
Yes.
Yeah.
She doesn't
So
have.
that
A,
means the dad was a dwarf?
that means
Yes.
she's got a 6 o'clock shadow. She doesn't have the full. She doesn't have the full beard.
Yes. Humans and dwarves are slightly more common than humans here. So
Given okay,
it is not unusual. I mean, there are still plenty of people who frown upon it, but
I'll try and herd the party towards town.
yeah, you do a patrol. You find no other pieces of amber lying around. You don't find any of the crystals around the house. Looking about, you may spook a couple of the capuchins that are still kind of lurking around, but they will fly off unless you engage them.
I'm ready to go back to town, as long as everyone else does, especially William.
I am like running back to town because I want to get paid. So I'm like
I am ready to go now.
So yeah, so as you leave the homestead, you very quickly return to the sound of birds that are in the area again. You head back through, starting to get into more and more people, and as somber as it might be for some of you, there's still the joy in the crowd. Everyone else seemed to still be having a good time.
if the dragon is
I do not see any sign of it.
I want to search for the Miss Reporter Kobold. I'm gonna search her out. Have I got a story for her? She's gonna be reporter of the month.
Wait,
Okay.
did you change maps? I can't see this map anymore.
It's
It
loading.
should be loading.
So yeah, I'm gonna seek out Miss Reporter Kobold so I can tell her everything that happened, so she can get her story.
Okay. You should be
Odd
slowly loading back
question.
onto this scene.
I have an odd question. Is there any signs of any sort of jeweler in town that I could have turn the couple of akata teeth and the horse bones that had the bites that I took turned into a necklace?
Sure. You could find someone that would be willing to do something like that for you. It's an unusual request. I mean, how nice are you looking? Are you looking to spend a decent?
I'm gonna
Because I
have
mean, most
to.
jewelry is at
Dude,
least a gold.
depends
So I
on
don't
the
know how
map.
much money you have.
I'm gonna have to take a quick look. Well, in my character sheet, it seems I have like 10 gold and 7 silver to my name.
Wow, you didn't buy much of anything then. Okay. Because yeah, the standard jewelry piece to make it decent would at least be a gold.
So
It
I
needs to be
should
multiple
remove a
tokens
gold
on the
from
stack.
my inventory for that little request.
Cressida is blessing Roderick Shower. I love it.
Oh, that's
Yes.
Roderick Shower?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Because it is in this city.
Ah, it must be cleansed with blood. The blood of
Yes.
it must be cleansed with the blood of paladins.
Yes. It's a horrifying scene. Okay.
Rage still near death.
Yeah, you guys are still really beat up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some of
not
us.
that beat up, but yeah.
I'm following the party, by which I mean I'm following the most dense collection of them to wherever they're going to receive this payment of which they speak, so I can learn about more of what I missed here.
Okay.
I try and open this door. Oh, it's just lagging.
The door is open. He would not be here anymore. Over the commoner. Hello,
I'll
ladies.
go
Welcome
in
to
and,
Pathfinder.
So, we have found out what was going on, and it's not good at all.
Red
Great,
tentacle
I could-
on the table.
Space dogs.
What?
Space
I'll-
dogs.
I mean, I guess the whole group will go and describe what we fought, and that they were encased in crystals, and when they sense life, the crystals start to crack, and that's when these creatures come out and try and...
When they sense food. Because I guess they didn't crack when the monkeys were in the house. Well, I don't know if
They didn't. They don't eat monkeys, perhaps.
Yes. Well.
They had tentacles and they looked like dogs and apparently came from sky, so they are sky dogs.
And I'll let them know that we did hear the sound. Actually, is that a cantrip?
Also, we saved the 2 people.
2.
Cantrip ghost sound. Can I
Yes.
do that to recreate the sound?
A rough proximity of it, sure.
I'll
Yeah.
do that, and
The sound
of
I'll
what?
make the sound for him.
The amber cracking, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. He jumps slightly at you, casting magic, but seems to understand.
Well, I mean, I would give him notice that I am recreating it with magic,
yeah,
not
but
just out of nowhere.
he still doesn't know you're casting a spell suddenly, but he's also, the head of an adventuring guild. He's seen, stuff before.
Yes, we saved wife and child of missing man. He is dead. As is his
That is unfortunate, but at least you were able to save 2, I guess. Oh, and he opens the drawer in front of him, pulls out, starts counting out onto the counter. 3, 4, 5. That's 12 gold on the table. I do believe this was your payment.
How do we split that between 5?
That is not my problem.
If you
Wait,
look
but
when you say that, I close my eyes, shake my head, and hold up my hand, and
I protest. I'm like 5.
I'm just gonna take the gold and ignore what they're saying. I also tell.
You're just gonna take all the gold.
I also
Split it
say.
later.
I also say that the crystal that they broke out of has some
In the
weird
paladin's
effect on
defense,
it.
they'll
That
need
was a
something
different
to
crystal. That was a different crystal.
pay
and I actually have
a
a
healer
piece of
because
it.
they are
Is there anyone we
badly
can go
injured.
to kind
Too
of
many people are
identify
talking
it or
at
figure
once.
out what
What
it
is going on?
yeah,
But the crystal with the
Go ahead.
The crystal with the side effects was different from the one they broke out of.
Yeah, the cocoon does not have any effects. The little piece of amber that were around, you could touch them, no problem. These are separate crystals.
Wait, then what did I take damage from?
The
The
separate
crystal, not amber. The crystals.
Oh, I said I touched amber.
Oh, you were standing right next to crystal, so I figured that's what you were going to.
Oh, maybe I thought. Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
would
the
have
amber,
touched both. So
Yeah.
touching the amber does nothing. Touching a crystal does something.
Yes.
Okay.
Technically, you could have gathered up the amber and maybe sold it, but none of you seemed interested in amber, so.
Well, it's amber powder now, so.
Well, no, it's just crap. The powder is the crystal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amber and crystal are 2 different things.
All right. So yeah. I'll tell them about the crystal.
Okay. What do these crystals look like?
I will speak and give a fairly succinct description of them, including how, I guess, relatively easy they were to destroy.
I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull it out.
Okay, you do have one, don't you?
Yeah.
I pull it out fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can touch
I'll
it.
show him and how it's still glowing, right?
Yep. It's glowing just like the intact ones were. He takes a sharp intake of breath and moves to stand up when you show him that. One moment, and he starts walking quickly over towards this door. Well, okay. Before I get all into this, technically this is 4 hours. There is technically another part I had planned for this. Do we want to get into that or not? So, as I was saying, when you describe and pull out that crystal, he's like, "Oh no, one moment," and he goes running towards this door. Oh, I have to reveal the people in here because in case you actually decided to eavesdrop with the girl, things would have been different. Actually, he doesn't even enter. Isaac, we've got trouble. And you see, for those of you who can see over there, an older-looking Tengu walking up towards the door. Now, you know you don't need to shout. What could this be? I can't believe it. That little girl was right. There is trouble. Oh, come now. It can't be that bad, can it? If she's to be believed, and we've seen multiple shipments all over the place that she's been tracking. I hate to say it, but I think she was right. Of course she's right. You just baby her too much. Let her spread her wings already. She doesn't have wings. You know what I mean. Oh, hello. And who might you be? Are you friends of Teal?
Who was Teal again?
He's behind us?
Who was Teal? The one you were really
That
excited
was
to
the
go
kobold. Yeah, right, that was
The
the kobold.
reporter.
Yes, Miss Teal. I met her once.
Oh. Well, it would seem like she stumbled on something a bit much. And giving my friend's reaction here, so have you.
I have story to tell her.
Oh. Well, I'm sure she will enjoy that story. Especially if it confirms all of her findings.
What did she find?
Oh, come now. You think it's that for me to tell you? Okay, I will. She's been tracking a large number of people that have been coming in with shipments. I mean, with the festival all coming in, we thought nothing of it. Everybody's coming in with all sorts of things. But she felt something wrong about the people, about the shipments. And it was just a feeling, you know. You never thought much of it. But you describe these crystals, and
I walk closer, like holding the crystal.
okay. He steps back, and I could drag the tile on there. But he points over to the table where there is another one of them sitting there on the table.
Open?
So you
What
have.
table?
Yeah, there's one of the crystals just lying there. Identical to the one you're holding.
It is one of those crystals. Should I smash it like the rest?
Oh, I've been studying them.
Grabs the star hammer.
Wait, no, I've been studying them.
Mm.
They're really quite fascinating things. They are
What have you
full-
learned about them?
They are full of divination magic. From what I can tell, they're almost like a beacon of sorts, as if something were to be drawn to them. I just fear I don't know what it's calling to.
That sounds bad.
Indeed, if these are all over the city as we might fear, then there might be, with all these people here, that could be grave indeed. But we obviously don't need to start a whole panic, do we? We don't want to.
Are you suggesting there's some sort of otherworldly attack on the horizon?
If that is what these beacons are calling to, then that is indeed what I fear. I've yet to see anything react to these besides in pain, as he holds a hand to his head slightly.
Where did you get your crystal? We got ours next to some amber with these dog-like things in it.
We were able to come across one of these because someone came into our guild and handed it to us. They said it seemed dangerous. They seemed to find it just lying in an alleyway, from what they told us.
Did they say which alleyway? Where?
It was just over on the north side of town, around the yada yada. He gives you directions towards a at least region of the city.
Oh, the yada yada region. Yeah, I've heard bad things.
We should make haste then to collect the rest of these, should we not?
I mean, of course, but
For yourself.
you
Are they
Don't-
coming from somewhere?
I mean, they must be.
And you think Miss Reporter may be on the track of where?
Well, yeah, she's been tracking many suspicious people. She always
We
does.
should
Sometimes she's
we
wrong.
should find Miss Reporter.
Oh, I doubt she's wandered too far. She loves to come in and try and find out what she can from us.
Where can I find her?
Wait here long enough? Or where is it you young people like to gather?
The tavern.
Anywhere with alcohol.
That may well be then.
Okay.
Very well. There's one across the street, I believe.
Yes, the
There's a
Silver Goose.
crystal just on the table.
Yeah,
Can I go to touch it?
sure. Give me a will save.
Oh dear.
Because I wasn't there when what's his face got hurt by it, so I don't know if I believe. Is it blind?
Doesn't really matter in this case.
Okay, I'm gonna not make it blind because I don't see.
Okay. Put the item in. For a split second, it seems as if your vision almost goes dark, as if in dark clouds pass across your face for almost like a second, and then it's just gone.
Oh, that's it?
Hmm?
I don't see the whatever I don't see
Nope.
the.
You don't take any
Looks like you
damage.
succeeded.
Yeah.
So I'm holding the crystal. I'm looking at it. Can I do another kind of roll, like a religion on it?
Sure. This would be blind. I mean, you heard of crystals and things being used as part of, religious rituals and stuff, but nothing that seems to be pointing to this, a pulsing red crystal.
Do I feel anything ominous from it, or do I feel anything, or is it not?
To you, it feels, after that initial surge of vision clouding, it feels pretty normal. It feels maybe slightly warm.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
I put it back down, and I don't see it.
Okay.
Is it still lighting after William handled it?
Yeah. I mean, if you, we might have some people here to help you with some of those wounds if you must. I don't know who all
Would
around.
be good. I am barely alive.
That would be very much appreciated. if you
Yes, please.
Okay. Very well. Very well. Excuse me. Pardon me.
could. RageFang,
Not
could you
moving.
move?
Right. That way. Okay.
I say to RukTuk, I'm not being funny, mates, but you're gonna be splitting up that gold, right?
Yeah, of course.
He knocks
Yeah,
on the.
Where's my part of the gold?
Let's get out of here and then I'll split up the gold. We don't need to do it right
Okay,
now.
go into wound tending first.
He knocks on this door, and a female catfolk is standing in the door. Oh, pardon me, Saurus, but these people have done some work for us and might need to do some more. Would you be willing to help see to their wounds? Wait. She steps out, and you can tell immediately upon seeing her, she holds herself very proud. Oh, Chris, you're just tending to yourself, even though... Okay.
Yeah, they were sitting there watching William attempt to hurt himself with the crystals, so I went ahead and went on to the tavern and cracked out my healing tools, pulled up a bar stool.
Oh, well, you know they're looking for a kobold, so...
That's true, but I believe the last thing I heard is we were going to meet them in the tavern.
All right, sure. If you did some work for us, I suppose you might be worth a little bit.
I'm gonna stand beside RukTuk until I get my gold.
There you go, RageFang. As she battle medicines you.
So that's how much I heal, right?
Yep.
Let me know when 10 minutes pass.
Thank you very much.
We're not in any rush. You can go ahead and roll it. Anyone else?
I mean, I'll take a little bit of healing if you got some.
Okay. Yours was mental damage, so she wouldn't see it immediately. No. I think she's good at this. There you go.
Wait, I've been to the chat like that.
Did Radomir just big boys?